Hi, I'm Jeff, the Thrifty Overlander. In this video, we're going to go on an adventure, so come along.
Hi, welcome back to part 2 of Exploring the San Juan series. In this video, I'm going to cover more of the trip that we did in 2018 to the San Juan Mountains based out of Silverton, Colorado. This video is going to cover areas that we went like Cunningham, Maggie and Minnie Gulch, and Little Giant Basin, for name a few, along with Black Bear Trail through Black Bear Pass and up over Imogene and a few others. To start with, we did Poughkeepsie Gulch. I didn't do the wall. I wanted to take it a little easier because I was by myself. After getting down with the bypass from there, we did the Mineral Creek area, and there's some pretty rugged areas in that, and it was pretty interesting. It's not hard to find a grove of quaking aspens around the area. Looking for the perfect spot for the flower pictures. Flowers and mountains have to be taken together. One of the days we had lunch in the Mineral Point area. It's between Animas Forks and Engineer Pass, and we watched these two for a little bit while we were eating. It was kind of a nice little break. The Mineral Point area has quite a few pieces of old mining equipment and buildings and so forth that are pretty interesting to take a look at. These next few scenes are mostly in the Minnie Gulch, Maggie Gulch, and Cunningham Gulch areas. They're all dead-end gulches that you drive up into more or less a bowl, alpine bowl. Definitely recommend going up these little odds and ends roads that are all around. Cunningham Gulch had quite a few buildings up along it, and they're pretty interesting. At the very end of it, there's also an old mill site with some more stamp mills everywhere. And then one of the interesting spots is above the old Hundred mine, just on the side of a cliff. There's these two buildings that are part of a mine, and that's on a bucket list to get to do the hike to get to those someday, but they're pretty incredibly remote. At the end of the road of a little giant basin, there's a really pretty lake up there. We spent some time hanging out. Amazingly enough, in the cliffside above this lake, I found that there was a mine up in the little crevice up there, very remote. And there's mill buildings everywhere up here. There's one here. It's had a tramway running up to it as well. Just a little ways below that lake is another little lake. You can see a mine was over here. Just nothing left with that timber that was there. Must have been buildings there. There's a little mine shack there. Just destroyed building over there, and there's the tram tower, still intact. And then you can see the tailing piles down below. It cleared on the valley from the amount of stuff that's been processed coming off this mountain. It's amazing. It's huge tailing piles. Here's the fire truck that goes along with the train. We're at Silverton, so we're just doing a little practice. This is one of the advantages of coming to Silverton for all this overlanding off-roading. Is you do get real coal-driven 1800, early 1900s trains. This is still coal-driven. I guess once it really gets puffing, it gets some sparks going. That's what one of the 416 fire of the summer of 2018 was started from the train. The firemen I just filmed were trying to put it out, and it got away from them. It was too windy, I guess, but it's a truly coal-powered train. I guess for all you train foamers out there, this would be, I guess, a 282 style train. 2 in the front, 8 main drives, and then the 2 right below the cab in the back. I spent my time with train simulators.
We ran into a few sheep along the way.
They were off the road until we approached, then they all ran onto the road.
Guess we're following sheep for a while.
As if there's a lot of good food on the road.
On our way to do the Black Bear Pass Road, we kind of did a little side trip to the Bullion King mine area. We knew there was a little bit of rock hounding to do there, so this is kind of the road to get there. And again, we ran into more sheep. It's amazing how much there was this year.
So we went up by the Bullion King mine. There's a little bit of rock hounding to do here, just little pyrite cubes and stuff. But so the sheep are up here. Right there's the sheepdog just hanging out, just laying down, waiting for them to eat.
Here we are in the trail of Black Bear Pass, looking down on the beautiful mountain views.
So we've come over the pass on Black Bear Pass, and this is our first view of Telluride. This next scene coming up is an area that along Black Bear Pass that people have actually rolled their vehicles on, and I thought I'd take some time and actually see what they did, and we kind of did it the way that they did it. There was an easy bypass on the left side, but we kind of wanted to make sure I was doing it the same way they were, just to see what it was. It really boils down to they weren't hitting it straight on enough, and their line caused like a wheel to dip into the dip there and allow it to flip over. It might be a little bit different by the time we got here, but the one in the white Forerunner was, I think, that same year, so or within a month or so of this.
Well, we're over the hump on the Black Bear Pass. There's our first view of the waterfalls and the powerhouse on top. This is gorgeous up here. Over here, you got Telluride right down to the bottom. Now it's pretty easy going. It's just some of the switchbacks, and they're not too bad anymore. So when you get to the switchbacks, and there's a big old mill at the top, right past the waterfall. Another example how there's stamps everywhere, mill stamps. Can't get away from them.
Here's another view down the valley at Telluride.
These next few scenes are on the road to Imogene Pass. There's a lot of interesting mine artifacts along the way, so take a look.
Now we're quite a ways up Imogene, and here's the view back to Black Bear Pass. Look at all those twists and turns.
Alright, so there's a spot along Imogene. It's got some kind of bridge work done here, you can see. Not a whole big deal for driving across, but it's kind of interesting because what it is you're driving over a mine. There's obviously this was the fault that had the stuff that they wanted, and the road ended up going right over the mine. Down in there is timbers and levels and everything else further down in there.
Well, we came across Imogene Pass. Here are the Tomboy ruins, Tomboy mine, and here's another shot. Pretty big pipes.
So this must have been pretty much the main mill or something. I assume these are stands of some sort for stamping. The equipment's gone and it doesn't look like it, but some of these timbers down here are gotta be 16 inch by 16 inch. There's a lot of lumber involved in this, just in this area. And there's just wreckage everywhere at this Tomboy mine. Here's some ore cars, some parts of a boiler or something like that.
After Imogene Pass, we went up Yankee Boy Basin area, and then this is a scene from at the top of Governor Basin. Heading back down towards Ouray from there, you are taking Camp Bird Road, and there's a kind of iconic overhang there. Everybody's got to take a video of this. Along this road, we saw our last wildlife sighting. Looks like a full-grown mother deer with its baby doe from this season's offspring. Lastly, we're treated to a beautiful sunset over Ouray, Colorado.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you on the trail.